What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Prop Wiz. I'm tired, yo. This is, if you're paying attention at all, you probably noticed this is the third time I've been on here today. I had to delete the other two live streams. I've went live. This is the third time for this Terminator figure, this Hot Toys Terminator blogger photo that we're going to be going over today. My son, I was on air this morning, well into the stream, and my son called me. His car broke down. Something told me to go ahead and answer it. He called me. He usually don't call me. He knows I'm down here. And car broke down. Had to go out there and help him. That was 11 o'clock this morning. It is now 3:14 Atlanta. In fact, this is deja vu because this explanation that I'm giving you guys right now, I just did it about 20 minutes ago, and the person that's working on the car knocked on the door. I had to go help him. I don't know why I'm getting back on now, because he may knock again. I might have to end this thing again and delete it again and start over again. Dude, I'm going to have to change the name of the show to Groundhog Day. Wiz's Groundhog Day or something. I don't know. Just spitballing some names. But anyways, I'm here now. I had to do it, man, because this is dope. The crazy thing is, this is the first blogger photos that I've gone over. I have gone over the preview of upcoming figures, that Hot Toys or Sideshow might release. But I usually don't do the blogger images, only because when the blogger images hit, usually the figures are a week, 2 weeks out. So it's like I might as well just wait for the figure, get the figure in hand, and do the actual review to not be repetitive. But I got to start doing this live thing. You know what I'm saying? Those box opening videos are re-recorded, edited. I was like, man, let me get on live, man. Let me connect with y'all. For those of y'all that's here, like, again, some of y'all probably gave up on me. It is an awkward time. It's 3 o'clock. It's a very, very awkward time. So I don't imagine a lot of people, if anybody's going to be in the chat. But again, I was determined to talk about this. Long preview, long intro. Let's just get into the photos. All right. Terminator. Now, right from the jump, again, I've looked at a couple of these pictures, so I'm being repetitive if you heard this already. But this looks like the preview that we got. It doesn't look that different. The quality looks phenomenal. This definitely looks like Arnold. I guess you can always nitpick. Nah, man, this is dope, yo. The photo, who is this? Ultra Ben Photography always does phenomenal work, but this is it's phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? The figure itself doesn't look Photoshop, so which I like. So it looks very, very photorealistic, meaning I don't think the photographer, altered anything with the actual figure, which means the figure looks good because he looks good. Looking at some of the details. Beautiful thing. Who's the photographer on this one? Don't know the photographer on this. Might be the same. But again, very, very simple. When you get into two differences, this is got the movie scene in the background. This is the gray plain background, so letting us know the details of the figure. It makes the figure pop a little bit more, and loving that. Going back and look, loving the arm, the missing left arm. Dude, the eyes, I mean, it's dope, yo. The leather looks good. Seams aren't bad. Like this, look, dude. You slap the movie credits at the bottom of this joint, put the name in the back. If you told me this was a screenshot from the actual movie used for a movie poster, I'd believe you. It looks dope, bro. Dope, y'all. Whoo, I'm so excited, man. I pre-ordered this one first. Little backstory that I did say earlier, deja vu, sorry, Groundhog Day. Covered that in the intro. But I don't have any 1/6 scale Schwarzenegger figures. And of course, Schwarzenegger was real big. I was born late 70s, really an 80s kid. I grew up in the 80s. Schwarzenegger was the man, bro. Everybody, every race, like a unifier, yo. Didn't matter what color, race, culture, nationality, gender, whatever. Everybody went to go see a Schwarzenegger movie when it dropped. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I was no different. And this movie in particular was, never seen. Like, Terminator was dope. Terminator 2 was unlike anything ever released. Like, Terminator 1 was just a cool idea. Dope. Original for its time because of the idea. But T2, there was just things on screen that I just personally had never seen before. It elevated the movie culture, in my opinion, especially when it comes to action films. With that being said, the first Schwarzenegger figure that got away. I missed the Terminator. I did miss the Terminator. This is the second release, if I'm not mistaken, if not the third, definitely the second release of the Terminator 2, the T2 T800. I missed that first one. I knew I wasn't going to buy that one, so it wasn't really like one that got away because I knew I wasn't copping it. You know what I'm saying? Wanted it. It's not that I didn't want it. I didn't have the money at the time. I wasn't buying figures like I was back then. Probably ain't going to be buying them like I was just last week, to be honest with you. But the first one that really got away, Schwarzenegger joint, was a Commando figure. I think it was Hot Toys. Loved that figure, bro. And I missed it. I didn't get it. Still want it today. You know what I'm saying? It's older, so it doesn't look as good as newer figures. But, dude, I should have copped that one because Commando was part of the childhood, yo. I did got, the little NECA joints, right? Can y'all see that? Is it popping up? Yeah, is it focusing? And I do got a Super 7 Conan. Of course, it's more stylized, so this doesn't look as much as, it looks like Schwarzenegger, but it is stylized. It's a little bit more simpler than what NECA is doing. But I did have a Conan. I don't know what company. It was a third-party company. They were selling it on Sideshow, pre-order, I had paid it off completely. It was this Conan the Barbarian Schwarzenegger, and I got a message right before it was supposed to drop saying it was discontinued, that they weren't making the figure. And this was after I had paid the whole thing. It was like, I think it was on pre-order for a year and a half maybe, when I got the thing saying it wasn't being made. So that very, very long-winded story is to tell you that when this bad boy popped up, it was like, yeah, man, I got to have it, bro. Gotta have it. I can't miss out on another one. I gotta have one of these on the shelves. And here we are. So anyways, another picture, dope. I'm not sure if that stand is a deluxe. I don't remember which one. I always do that. I get on here. I pre-order them. Never remember if there's a deluxe and standard version. I never know which one I've actually got until it shows up. Especially in the case like this, when it's like I just want a Schwarzenegger figure. I probably got a standard one, if there was a standard one. I did order him the non-battle damage one and the T1000. So I did order all three of those that dropped. I was going to order, because I pre-ordered this one. This one dropped. They announced this one before the non-damaged one, if I'm correctly. At least that's how I saw it. So I pre-ordered this guy first. Then I saw the non-damaged. Was like, nah, I got to have that one. Thought I might cancel one, but I think I'm going to keep them. They're both paid off. All three of the figures, two of the figures are paid off. T1000 still need to be paid off. So I'm keeping them. I'm excited. Look at that head sculpt, yo. Dope. So again, the blogger photos. I love the weathering and the leather. Look at the browns, like the leather done rub. This is dope, yo. This is dope. But yep, skin, eyes glow, everything looks realistic. This is definitely Schwarzenegger. Hair looks good. Of course, the hair is sculpted, but come on, it looks dope. Okay, this looks a little plasticky. This one looks more plasticky than the other photos. But again, it might just be the photos because Ultra Ben took some photos earlier and it looked phenomenal. And it doesn't look it's not bad plasticky. This just last year Hot Toys or 2 years ago Hot Toys. I feel like they've been doing something to make it look more high def, more contrasty, which is giving it a high definition look. This is some track, especially in the neck area, is missing out a little bit. But again, it's just one photo, right? Yeah, because we're back. Yo, love the lighting from the base. I didn't never notice that before. The lighting from the base. I never noticed that before. That's dope, man. That is dope. All right. Movable eyes, holes in the jacket. Yo, y'all outdid yourselves, man. They're getting better and better. So y'all might as well go and why aren't y'all doing the Conan? Nah, who's doing the Conan? Somebody dope is doing the Conan. Is it Kaufman? Is it Kaufman Toys? Something like that. The cats that did let me know in the comment section. I know I'm messing up the name. I'm not sure. I don't think it's Kaufman. Kauf feels familiar. Kauf, right? But anyways, they got a Crow. They got a Conan coming. So we're good on that regard. But of course, we know Hot Toys would do it cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Albeit it might not be as great as, but they do a pretty good job for cheaper. Not saying it's cheap, just cheaper. But loving this. Yeah, Infinity 51, man, what's up? Yeah, dude, it's dope. This thing is dope. All right. Again, the photography is dope. Who did this one? Yo, the photographers are dope. It's always the same photographers, right? That Hot Toys use, I noticed. And I love it because it's 2 or 3 photographers, completely different styles, so you get different feels for it. But loving the base, loving the figure, but I'm definitely loving the base. Yo, the utility belt got that utility belt, that canvas-like material that straps and utility straps and stuff are made out of. Loving that. Yeah, the missing hand is crazy, yo. Dude, so that's what I gotta figure out. That's a good point with the hand. You just pointed out the hand. Like, I don't know, man, how I'm gonna display it, right? With or without the hand. See, this is when you get in that element when you're thinking, like, maybe I should have 2. But you know what? I got the clean version coming. I got the non-battle damage version. So I got one with 2 hands. So maybe I need to go with the one hand, the missing hand on this joint. I made a decision right here on the air. I think that's the way we're going. You know what I mean? Maybe I display him with both hands if he arrives first, and then when the other non-battle damage one, then I'll rearrange and repost this one, repose him. Yeah, very, very realistic, man. Jeez, yo. Loving the leg coming out, man. Dude, y'all, you just had to been here when this movie came out. You just had to been there, yo. There just wasn't anything like it. And then this figure that you recognize as the bad guy becomes the good guy in the movie. You know what I'm saying? I remember that was a rumor. It's funny because things are spoiled. So it was out there, but you didn't have the internet. So when you hear a rumor at the time, you wasn't, somebody would be like, yo, we heard the T2, the Terminator is going to be a good guy this time. And yeah, right, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And then you go to the movie. So it was still an element of surprise even when things were leaked, if that made sense, because it wasn't so widespread. You didn't have pictures of him being the good guy out there. Dude, I remember collecting the cards, man. They had trading cards of this movie too. That was real dope. Yo, loving this. I love great backgrounds. I do photography myself, so I love portrait photography, and I usually use a gray or plain background, or even when I'm using a black background, I light it to look gray. So in terms of pictures, dude, we've seen a lot of behind the scenes. You got Michael Keaton, 1989, Batman, Terminator photos, Superman. You got a lot of production photos where they took their pictures in front of a gray background. I don't know if that was because it was easy to separate, or getting what I'm getting out of now, where you can clearly see the details. There's just a lot less going on, so you can really, really focus on the figure. Look at the bullet holes. Hole in the chest, man, with the endoskeleton. The endoskeleton is looking dope too. You can actually see the specs. You can see what's going on to make it look very, very metallic, man. I can't wait to get this one, yo. Can't wait to get this one in hand. Yeah. Super, super dope. So again, this one kind of looks more plastic. He still looks dope though. I think we get the point. Eye rolls. Rolling eyeballs, as they said. Dude's making my little figure look whack, yo. My neck. Oh, this is dope. Clean, man. Looking forward to it. Let's see what else photographers make it. So, but we've got the point though. You know what I mean? So some of the photographers, some of these photos is making the figure look better. Like this looks better than some of the other photos, but none of the photos make the figure look bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's only elevated. So this is truly where photographers just using their point of view, their eye, their editing style that's lending itself, adding to it. But none of them is subtracting from the glory of this figure. Hopefully glory isn't too big of a word, but this is glorious, bro. This thing is dope, man. Yeah, I can't picture nobody. I'm looking at the handgun, man. I can't picture nobody using a hand. You got grenade launchers, shotguns, machine guns. But you have to be a special kind of person to put the handgun when you got all those weapons to choose from. But I'm not gonna judge, yo. To each his own. Cause I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm talking trash. Who knows? Yo, what is this? Where he's in the lava? Nah, there's not a lava base though, right? Nah, that's Photoshop. There's gotta be Photoshop. There's the only picture that's like that. Yeah. Where they got him in the lava with the thumb, but that's cool. I guess if you're creative, as I usually am, my show is called The Prop Wiz for a reason. I like to make things, but okay, that's the last photo. Dude, it's dope. It's dope. I'm excited. Just going through them. Dude, I think they're dope. So again, looking forward to it. I'm hoping this means I'm getting it. Mine's been paid off. So if you're familiar with Sideshow, you pay it. They leave the shipping, or they leave the last payment until the shipping. So when I say paid off, I made all the payments except for the last payment that I make when they let me know, yes, it's in the warehouse. Go ahead and pay it off so we can send it to you. I am superstitious about paying it off. Like sometimes you just want to pay it off, but for some reason, the one time that I paid something off completely, it felt like it took longer. Like everybody was getting their figure and I didn't, even though I had paid mine off. So I felt like I had broke something with my pre-order process. So now I just stick, whatever the schedule is, I just stick to it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. That's my weirdness. Just want my figure when everybody else get theirs. So hopefully I get this one on time. And dude, hopefully this means that the other figures aren't that far behind. I gotta imagine that this one had to have been more difficult to make. Hopefully the other one is on its way. I've seen people have the T1000 already as well. I've seen people do reviews and box openings of that. So hopefully that's around the corner as well. The only downside to that means 2 or 3 figures. It's going to be a couple $100 coming out of my account if they all come out on the same month. But I've never been that lucky either. Or unlucky, I guess, if I don't have money. But you know what I mean. Know what I meant when I said it. But anyways, I think it's super duper dope, man. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Is it a yay nay? It's not a yay nay at this point, right? Because we're not even in pre-order stage. Though you probably still order this. I'm pretty sure it's still available. I'm about to look. Let's look, man. We got time, son. We got time. Let me see. But let me know if this is something you copping. Oh, we got the Superman. Look like it's dropping. They got some more photos of Superman too. The new Superman figure, which I also have paid for. Let me see. Terminator. This better be dope, son. Better be dope. Yeah, T1800. Yeah, they're still available. Pre-release. 2.0 versions of both the non-battle damage and the battle damage, and the T1000 is available as well. So yeah, we're in there. So if you're still looking to get one, grab it. Go get you one, man. They're still available. But anyways, again, that's my thoughts, man. Let me know what you guys are thinking. If you already copped it, if you already got it in hand, let me know. Yeah, man, these photos are accurate. It's dope. Let me know what's up. Also, if you like this video, please take the time to hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Please help me out and subscribe. As always, I love you guys to death, and I'll check you out next time. All right? Peace.